We are live. It's a little after noon on Eastern time in Montreal. I'm going to pull up the video, and we're doing it a little bit early today because I have an online thing at 1. So thank you for bearing with me with the time change, and in tradition I am late as usual, but it's all good. So there's the video. Perfect. And today I had a special request from Deb. She messaged me on Facebook to say she was working on some wine glass charms. Hi, Mustafas. Sorry I'm late, guys. Janine is there. Hi, Janine. So yeah, Deb wanted some ideas for wine glass charms, and she was working on some with words like names, and I thought, oh, that's such a cool idea. Hi, Peggy. So she wanted to dangle little names off or little words off a wine glass. So I had an idea. Why don't we sort of do a little like ring around the wine glass with all using one piece of wire rather than dangling it down as a chain. Hi, Amber. Hi, Anita. How are you? Nice to see you guys. So I'm just going to do a very basic. Actually, I'll tell you the reason I'm late. The reason I'm late is because I was filming a video in the basement. Agatha says, what are the best wire and pliers to use while making name jewelry? So yeah, I have some pliers that I like to use. I'll show you the ones that I like to use in a minute when I get started, and I'll explain to you why I like the pliers and all that kind of thing. So the reason I was late was because my dear friend Amanda, who has a YouTube channel, I'll link it up below. She's a young woman that I met through the creator community in Montreal, and she started a new candle line called they're called wand candles, and they're beautiful. They have like beautiful scents. This one, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. And look at the little dried flowers in there. So this scent is Malibu rum cake, and I swear to God, I want to eat it. It's so good. And so Amanda opened an Etsy shop selling her candles. She already does YouTube lifestyle YouTube videos, and she does a podcast. She does a really interesting podcast where she interviews fellow YouTubers, Instagrammers, and stuff like that. And Amanda interviewed me for her podcast, and I interviewed her for my podcast. So I'll link those below as well. So I wanted to do a fun candle holder out of wire for this candle, and I came up with this design. So I was downstairs filming this tutorial, and I'll put it up on YouTube tomorrow. So basically the candle sits in there, and it's like a really simple and nice design, and you can use copper wire with that. And I also for that tested out the new wire straightener from Beetlon, and it worked super well. So stay tuned for that tomorrow morning. I'll upload it tomorrow morning. And hi, Clarice, how are you? So this video coming tomorrow, and thank you, Amanda Wan, for the beautiful candle. I love it. And now let's get started with the isn't that straightener the best? Yes, it's very awesome, and I couldn't figure out how it worked, but then I finally figured out how it works, so that was really cool. I can show you guys a quick demo in this video, even though my wire isn't super crinkly anyway. So let's put the video around. Yep, perfect. I'm going to bring this down. I ordered another phone holder that I can have my hands a little further away, but I couldn't, I didn't like it. I returned it to Amazon because it was too stiff. So hi, Tim, how are you? So here's some wire, 20 gauge wire. We're going to use that. And then these are the pliers I'm going to use. So wondering what the best pliers are for wire names. These are the ones I have. I did get some sent from Beetlon. I'm going to show you those as well. These are their cutters that they sent me. They're great. Flat pliers are great. The round pliers they're fine, like they're decent, but I find I'm still used to my own pliers, right? Actually, these are interesting because they have a cutter on them as well. So these ones are pretty good. These are the fine tipped ones, and these are the other sort of larger round pliers. But honestly, for now, I'm still going to use my own pliers because these little ones are gold. These you can't buy anymore. I bought these at Pascal, which was a hardware store in Montreal. They went out of business years ago, but I bought these 30 years ago and I'm still using them now. And they have this beautiful, like very fine, very soft metal round tip. And I love these ones so much. If I find them, I actually asked Beetlon if they make some pliers like this. So they're going to get back to me and let me know, because I really want to recommend some pliers like this for you guys with the fine tip. And in a pinch, you can use like other very fine tip round nose pliers. These are my favorite. These ones you won't find either, because these I bought at a kind of, not a warehouse, but like one of these industrial places in Toronto many years, also about 30 years ago. And these I love because they're like quite a large round pliers, so you can get quite large round shapes at the bottom too. These ones are okay from Beetlon. They're a little bit bigger than these ones, so in a pinch you can definitely use other round nose pliers. So, but in all honesty, for now I'm going to use my own pliers for those, and then I'll use the other flat pliers and the cutters here. So 20 gauge wire. I am just going to advise me what to do. So those are for the pliers, and here are for the names. We're going to use 20 gauge wire. I find that's a good standard wire. You can use copper wire. You can use a silver wire. There's all kinds of wires you can use. I'm just going to use the craft wire from Michael's, because usually when I do my samples, I just use some craft wire. This is the wine glass we're going to use to do a little charm at the bottom. I actually quit drinking 5 years ago, so I had to go to the dollar store to buy a wine glass. So there you go. So we got that. You're a beginner. So let's try to be as clear as possible so people that have never done wire before will know what to do. So here is the 20 gauge wire. I like the gold one better than the silver one for some reason from Michael's, but that's okay. This is just to show you a sample. So let's cut a piece of wire. I don't need it to be super long, maybe about 12 inches. I think I figured about 1 inch per letter seems to be a good ballpark length of the wire. So if you're doing a name that's 6 letters long, so it'd be like 6 plus add a couple inches for leeway for larger letters and stuff. So say about 8 inches if you're doing a 6-letter name. So what, guys, in the comments, tell me what word I can put on the bottom of the wine glass. So I need some, I was going to actually Google wine glass charms or ideas for like nice words to put on wine glasses or something. Anyways, I did not get a chance to do that. So if you guys have an idea, joy and cheers. Awesome. Hey, Ginger, how are you? I didn't see you hop on. Okay. Or for Christmas, yeah, love is good too. Awesome. So many things. Wow, beauty. Let me I'm going to jot some of these down, or I'll just remember them. You guys can remind me. So why don't we, just to have a good variety of words. I've done love before. I've never done beauty. Beauty is nice. Cheers is good. Joy, I think I've done, but I don't remember now. So why don't we start with cheers, because that's a classic sort of party word. And what we're going to do is we want to leave a little bit at the bottom. I guess we don't want the words to be too long either. So let's go ahead and do this. C is a tricky letter to do, unfortunately, but it's okay. We can manage with that. So we're just going to bring this around and start with I'm just starting with the round pliers. I'm going to try to explain this as well as possible for people that are new. And so basically I've started with the bottom part of my round pliers, and then I just kind of push it open a little bit more if I wanted a more oval shape, because that was very round. But if I push it, it becomes a little more oval. So there we go. There's Paula. Hi, Paula. Better, you're not too late, because I was actually late. So you're really not that late at all. So don't worry about it. So we're going to bring this around here. So that's going to be your C. I just bent that to the back. And then we want the H. So we're going to bring this up here. And for those of you who don't know, on Saturday, we're going to be doing another episode of Let's Get Wired. Now, Let's Get Wired is super fun, because what we do in that is we have a project that we're going to work on together. And as you guys are working, you can share pictures of your work on Discord. Now, the Discord is an app you can put on your phone, or you can actually just go on your laptop and just do it on the discord.com website. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, I'm going to go pull up the invitation for Discord. And then if you guys want to, if you have not already joined, I know a lot of you have already joined and have been sharing your work, which has been amazing in the during and after the Let's Get Wired session. So let me just pull it up. I'm going to find the link, make sure it doesn't expire, and generate the link and copy it. So I will put that in the comments. And so Divya is here. Hi, please say hi, Miss Heather. So hi, Divya. There you go. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. So there we go. We're going to put, this is the link for Discord. So if you're not already a member, just go ahead and join. So Valerie says, Vino, great idea. Hi, Valerie. So here we're doing the H, and we'll just keep going with the cheers. So yeah, so Saturday, it will be at noon. We're going to do a live session where we work together. I'll share photos of your work as we go, if you share pictures in the Discord app. And then after the live stream, we can go over to Discord and chat, and you guys can keep showing me what you're working on and stuff. So that's super fun. We've had 2 episodes so far. They were a lot of fun. And oh, I pronounced it right. Yay, fantastic. So yeah, so the Let's Get Wired is super fun. And last week we did some animals. So I haven't quite decided on the project, but what I will do is post in the community section here of YouTube, and also in the Discord app, I will post the materials and what you're going to need. And then if there's a template, I will post the template like just a few minutes, or well, probably the morning of. If I post it the morning of, you can print it. If you don't have a printer, you can trace it for sure. So let's just do cheers here. You can do vine like vino, like the wine, right? So yeah, definitely. I think that's a great idea. So my E's are a little close together, but you know, that can happen too. So don't worry too much. My letter style is quite stiff. You can definitely look on the internet for calligraphy styles if you want something a little looser. And in some of the videos I've done before, you can see the lettering is much looser if you actually don't use tools, but because it's quite small, sometimes you have to use the tools when the letters are quite small. So now we're going to do the S, and I do have tutorials on how to do all the uppercase letters and how to do all the lowercase letters. So that's always fun, just to go and check those, just to have sort of the techniques of how to bend the wire back and forth. And then from there, you can definitely develop your own style and do your own thing with it. That's not a problem at all. So we're going to do cheers. And so Yvonne is here. Awesome, Yvonne. How are you? I haven't seen you on the live in a long time. Nice to see you. Perfect. So question mark, Mustafa. So you can do vine. So I'm not quite sure, like, do an actual vine or the word vine. Because yeah, actually, if you did an actual vine around, that would be super cool. And I do have some, I'm just sort of seeing how I want to do this. I do have some tutorials that are one tutorial for wine glass charms that are, they're kind of like a vine. It's a bunch of grapes with a little bit of a spiral to represent the vine. So that would be cool too. But to do an actual vine would be super cool. Okay, so there we go. So Asha's here. How pretty. Thank you. So here's cheers. And we're going to bring this around. And then the idea is we want to just, rather than dangle it down, my idea, I haven't tried it yet, was just to scoop it around the outside of the glass. So let's do that. Let me get a round form, just to wrap it around. Actual vine. Yes, that's what you mean. Actual vine. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, it would be super cool. Yeah, we could even try that. We can try that after this if you want. I'll have to maybe get a different wire, maybe 24 gauge wire or something. And then you could do like little grapes hanging down too. That would be really cool. Perfect. So if we just kind of bring this one around here, that could be good. And then we just want to kind of get it round-ish. We don't want it too huge or it's gonna fall off the glass. So if we just kind of bring this around, and you also want it to lay a little bit flat. So this is going to be about sculpting to get it just right how you want it. So if we have it like that, and this one too, if you want to kind of bring it up, we could just bring it up a little bit and then out. You can definitely do that. You know, you might have to do some little adjusting to it. However, you just go instinctively and see what you think. I cut the wire way too long as usual, but yeah, so if we put it here, it's going to look really, really cute. Okay, we could go like that. And then to make like a kind of a hook thing, you can just sort of decide where your center point is. Bring this off. Okay, I can make them with you, but no one drinks at my home. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, nobody drinks in my house either. So, so my daughter never ever took up drinking. My husband doesn't ever really drink, and I used to, you know, with friends and stuff. And I just decided it was not for me at all. So I just stopped. It's kind of like I just didn't enjoy it, and it's better just not to have any at all. So there we go. And now I'm going to bring this one. We're going to make a kind of a hook thing. So if you kind of go like that, we can make a little hook. And I think rather than make little loops, I'm just going to keep it quite simple and just make little hooks. Now, if you're worried about like sort of little sharp ends and stuff, you can definitely take this, bring it around, okay, and then just cut that end. I forget how I finished them off with my other tutorial, but I'm going to try it this way now. So we're going to do this, and we're going to close that up here. And then this one too, we could make like a little hook on here, and then maybe we can try the vine after. That would be super cute. We're going to bring this around here, and I am going to cut this end here. So yeah, so you could do any name, any word on the glass, you know, and you can add beads if you want. That's not a problem at all. So we're going to bring that one in here. Just close these ends. This just makes sure it's not like sharp. So that's a good way to do it. You made a spiral at the end. Oh, okay, you checked it and I made a spiral. So yeah, I'll link up that video below in case anybody wants to see that one, because sometimes I make these things and then I forget how I make them because it's been so long. So these are just little hooks, and then you can just hook it in like that. It works quite well. So let's just see it on the wine glass. I'm going to bring this here and put it. It is super cute, guys. How cute is that? I really, really like that. So you can do any word. You can add like a little bead on the end. You can do anything. So maybe we can do another one, and I'm going to grab maybe a little bead or something to go on it. I'm just going to grab my beads, and that could be cute. And then, you know, if you wanted to do people's names, you can definitely do that. So let's just take that one off. We're going to do that here. And I'll get another, I'll do the silver this time to do something different. Where do you get your wire, Miss Heather? So I buy some of my wire on Etsy, and some of my wire I buy, like this wire is from Michael's, so I buy that in person at the Michael's store. But honestly, a lot of my wires I just buy on Etsy because there's so many different sellers of supplies on Etsy. Paula says, I agree, Amber. Oh, I missed what Amber said. So something way back. I'm not sure what Amber said, but oh, wait, there we go. We can attach little words like this to all sorts of things. Yes. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Like the sky is the limit for the words. It's really, yeah, anything goes. So let's do joy. I don't remember now if I've done joy before, so that's a good idea. And you could either do like a kind of a printed J or a cursive J. So if we do a cursive J, we're just going to bring it around here. There we go. Bring this down. Here, I'm going to make one for my urns. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful idea. Very beautiful idea. So we're going to just go around here. I'll just do like a cursive J. You can do more of a like a regular J if you like. I'm not sure if I like this cursive J or not. It doesn't really look like a J. Yeah, I usually do J's a little bit differently. I'm going to have to brush up on my capital J's. I'm going to just do it a little bit differently for now because I have a printout of you know, some calligraphy letters and stuff, but I think I'll just do my regular J for now, and we'll go from there. So usually how I do the J is just very basic. We'll bring this around, and we can maybe add, oh, you know what I might do, just to make it a little bit different, is add a bead for the O, just to try something different. I like to change things up a little bit. You guys know me. And then we're going to do like this one's going to be a little stiff because it's more like a printed J, but that's okay. We can do it this way. Okay, perfect. This way. I have bad news in store. Oh, has stopped shipping for a week. Oh no, that's too bad. Oh yeah, no, I know from here, we have a lot of shipping restrictions. Like there's a lot of countries I can't ship to, and nothing has really changed much since they started that. So yeah, shipping can be really tricky sometimes. So here's the J, and then if I want to do like I was thinking to do like the O can be a bead. So let's try that, something different. So where do you get your wire? So yeah, the wire, like I said, it's mostly from Etsy that I buy a lot of my wire, or I buy it in person either at my wholesalers in Montreal or at Michael's. I bought wire before too. So that's generally where I get all my wire. So there we go. We're going to bring that one up. We're going to put this for the O. And then actually this would be super cool because if you had different colors, for say you decided on one word for everybody, if you had different colors, then it would be people would know which glass is theirs, because that's the idea behind these charms, is people want to know which glass is theirs. So if you did different colors, it would be cool. So perfect. So we're going to bring this around. And so that's going to be the O. It's kind of cute. I like that idea of using the bead for the letter. It's always something different, eh? So then we're going to bring this here and I should have maybe brought that wire to the back, but I'll just do it this way for now. It's always good to alternate back and front. So we're going to bring this one down. I'm hoping I'm not going to run out of wire. And then we're going to bring this one around here and form the Y. So we'll bring this down, bring this one up here, and bring this to the back. So for the Y, it's basically like a U, except you add a little tail to it. So we're going to bring this around here and then bring this one around. And then the same thing, we want to bring it around to the back of the wine glass stem. We'll bring that around here. I'm going to just bend it a little bit here, and then this one too. We'll just hold that and bend it a little bit, and then maybe get our round form to do it. I have 22 gauge wire. It is amazing, very bendable, but strong and easy to cut with scissors. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah, the 22 is good. It's thinner than this 20 gauge, but if it's strong enough to hold its form, you could definitely use it for this. Yeah, and some wires, even though the gauge should be standard, some companies, you know, even if they say a certain gauge, it can vary slightly between companies. So keep that in mind as well. You might have a 22 gauge wire, you know, in one brand it might be too thin, but in another brand it might be good. So here would be the Joy. Very cool. And then from here, what you can do is you're going to have to kind of like go with your instinct. I had this issue earlier when I was adjusting the candle holder because you want it to sit as flatly as possible. So you're just going to kind of go with your instinct to see what works for that. And then we're going to form the hook. So say we bring it around here. If we start the hook around here, now I'm running out of wire here to do the little loop on the end of the hook. So what you can do is just do a simple hook. You don't have to do that little loopy thing on the end. You know, this is just fate telling me you don't have enough wire for the loopy thing. So we're just going to do it this way. And then this one, decide where it's going to go. And then you just want to bend this the opposite, like sort of perpendicular to that one. So we're going to bring this one here and then just kind of bend it a little bit perpendicular. Is that right? Yep. So we're going to bend it like, so one goes one way and one goes the other. And then just bring this down a bit. If they're too long, you can trim them a little bit because you don't want these to be too long. I need to get 22 gauge. 22 gauge is good. I don't use a lot of 22 gauge. I use mostly 20, 24, 18, but certainly sometimes 22 is practical. So now we can go ahead and bring this one in a little more and bring that one in a little more. Can you get it off Amazon? Probably. Yeah, I think you can buy a lot of wire on Amazon too. I like Etsy. I just find it's a great site and you can search, you know, free shipping, and you can search from different areas and all that stuff. I just, I don't know, I just like the platform of Etsy, but definitely you can buy stuff on Amazon too. And, you know, I know there's other sites like Alibaba and stuff that are cheaper, but I'm not sure about the shipping for those places and the quality. So here we go. So there's Joy. I really like the way that one looks. It's really cool. Rio Grande is a great place for wire. Good to know. And Beetlon for sure. You can order directly on their website, or Beetlon sells on Amazon as well. So they have different places where they sell. So these are super cool. So we have this one and that one. And then what I'm going to do now is try the vine thing. So actually for the vine, 22 gauge might be good for that. My main gauges are 18, 20, 22, and 28. Yeah, 28 is great for crochet. I know Amber does wire weaving, so I guess you use it for that, Amber? You use the 28 for the wire weaving? That would make sense. So yeah, your wire weaving is gorgeous. Last time I showed everybody or one of the times I showed the piece you sent me, it was absolutely stunning. So this is 22 gauge wire. So maybe we could do like a little vine thing with that. I mean, I have other colored, I find doesn't show up super well. If I had some green, it could be cool as well. And I do have this one as well. So I mean, I haven't really thought in advance like how you would do a vine thing, but I guess you could just kind of twist it together. Mustafa, you probably have a better idea. Now I will receive the pliers later than usual. I'm so sorry about that. That really is unfortunate, because I had sent Mustafa some round pliers, but if they're not going to come for a while, that's really unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it's really bad about the shipping. So here's some 22 gauge wire would be good to do like a little vine thing. I'm just going to play around with it because I haven't really thought ahead of time how this is actually going to work. But maybe you can, I'm just trying to think if you just did some like beads. I'm just going to try something. So if we just did some little beads and stuck them on here, and this would be interesting actually, because you could do different colors for the different people for their wine glasses, right? So I'm not even sure if this is going to work. Let's just give it a try. So we're going to do that, and then what you would do is kind of twist it. Okay, I know some people do trees like this where they just twist the wires around, but then you probably want to do some kind of I'm not quite sure if this is going to work the way that I want it. It would be cool to do like a bunch of, I don't want to do the grapes again because I've already done the grapes, but you can definitely kind of play around with it and see what's going to work. I'm just going to play around with it and have fun with it, because sometimes it's just in doing that you get ideas. So Mustafa, you probably have a good idea for the vine, and usually I would look up like pictures of grapevines and stuff for inspiration, but I'm just going to play around with it. So this is the idea of doing a vine. Like you would just kind of take the wire and twist it out and do like little leaves and stuff, I think. And you can really alternate it to see. Use multicolor wire. Yeah, if I had, maybe I could use the multicolor wire from Beetlon. That would be good. Let me just see if they have these colors. I think their colors they had weren't like really vine-like, but I could definitely, it would be fun to experiment with stuff like that for sure. So it's fun doing like just little details and stuff, and just bring this around, and I'll probably run out of wire. So I'm just going to play around with it and see. Could just bring this around here. And yeah, if you did want to do actual grapes, you can like do little grapes hanging down and stuff. Would be cute. I could bring this around here. But I like that idea of doing a kind of vine that you would like put around the wine glass. I think that would be super cool. And then if we want to bring this one to one side and one to another, here we could do another one and just play around with it. Yeah, I think the sky is the limit for these wine glass charms. I think there's a lot that you can do with them. I think it'd be super fun. And then I just don't want to use up all of my miracle beads for this, but you could do like a cluster of grapes for sure. Like maybe we'll just do a bunch like this. And then it would be fun to do like a little cluster there. Let me get another wire. I'm just going to get another wire and see, because what I did for the other one, what I did for the other tutorial was I just got a bunch of beads and stuck them on and just sort of put them in a little circle thing. So I'm just going to look for my other beads to see if I have any that are purple that would fit for that. I have a whole bag of seed beads. So I don't know if I could show you guys, but here, I'm going to move this. This is my bag of all my seed beads. It's hard to tell, but I have them all like in a big bag here with all my beads. So I'm going to see if I have some purpley ones. Here, maybe I can bring it on my lap. And let me bring it over here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. There we go. So I'm going to look through these and see what I have. If I have any purpley ones. Oh my gosh, I have so many beads. And these are nice. These are sort of iridescent beads. I like those little happy faces. Bugle beads. I love those. And what else? I know I had some really beautiful kind of pearly purple beads, but I'm not sure if I still have them. Oh, these are like teeny tiny purple beads. Those are cute. And in here, more iridescent beads. And then these are just like this regular seed beads. And here, and yeah, I don't think I still have the ones I had in mind, but I do have like also these seed beads too. So let's just see what we can do and bring this back on the table. Oh, you got to see my bare legs with my cutoff shorts. Lovely. So there we go. So we have, these are teeny tiny. I don't know if these are going to work. Let's have a look and see. There's a lot of beads, I know. So these are teeny. I think these are going to be, oh my, no, I have no patience for that. These are way too small. And then we can look at these ones. Actually, I love these iridescent beads. I wonder if we can use those. I think I'm going to use these just because I like them. They're not round and they're not really grape-like, but I love these beads so much. They're so beautiful. So let's do that. Now I'm a little disappointed about this lonely little miracle bead. I wonder if we can take him off. Let's just see what we can do. Okay, I'm going to try to take that one off because it's kind of random and not really what I had in mind. So let's remove it. See what we can do. This is always a trick to get the wire off. So are there specific Etsy sellers you recommend? Yeah, a lot of the Etsy sellers that I use, unfortunately, either they run out of stock or they close their business. Like I used to buy a lot of my silver wire on Etsy, and then the company I bought from stopped selling. And recently I found a good company that has aluminum wire. I linked it up on my last video, the Tip Tuesday video that had the Dream Big on it. So if you want aluminum wire, it seems to be a good store. It seems like to have a lot of sales. You know, try to find companies that have like lots of sales and good reviews. That would definitely be something to keep in mind if you want to buy wire on Etsy. Check reviews, check their sales to see how many sales they have, and that's a good starting point, because otherwise, you know, you don't want to get stuck with a company that's not. I mean, generally Etsy, like if shops have strikes against them, they'll just remove them. So it's generally Etsy is pretty good. This one got a little warped because I undid it, but not too bad. So let's just see what we can do with these beads to do like a little grape thing. I'll show you what I did for the other grape vine and see if it's going to work with this. So I just put a bunch of these beautiful beads on here. These are the iridescent ones. Poor miracle beads. Yeah, miracle beads. I think I did find another company for the miracle beads. I'll have to check and see, because the one I used to use doesn't have them anymore. They were out of stock, but I believe I found another source for the miracle beads and put a link, but I will double check that and see, because I mean the miracle beads are the ones that I use a lot. I love those ones, and they're just beautiful. They come in different sizes. They come in the 4, the 6, and the 8. So yeah, they're really, really good. So I love this color. Yeah, these are the iridescent beads. They're seed beads. I love them too. Yeah, they're really nice. So they're not round, but just to show you what I did, I think for basically for the grapes, I just took these and kind of wound them around to be like a little, and then it looked like a little bit of a cluster of grapes. So that was kind of cool. I don't know if it's perfect like that, but the tutorial I did before was pretty good, you know, to show how to do that. And then the idea would be just to kind of hang them on here. And I mean, you could kind of reinforce it if you want to. I think like this is pretty good though. And then we're just going to, I guess, just do like a little windy thing on there or something. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. And I think what I did was I did like a little spiral or something. So we're going to bring this around here. And then the thing about maybe I'll even bring it in here to tighten it up a bit. The thing about the grape vines is they have little spirals, right? So maybe I should have been doing that on my piece to begin with. So the idea for that is you would get a thicker piece of wire. So I'm going to get a piece that is 1.2 millimeters. This is a wire I use a lot in the aluminum for a lot of my ornaments and stuff. So we're just going to do like a little, you know how grapevines have these little spirals. So I think I did these on my original tutorial. So we're just going to do that, bunch of these, and then cut the end. Okay, so we're just going to do that here. And I love the shine on the beads. I know these are beautiful, these iridescent beads. And so we're just going to get that here. Yeah, so it would be like a little spiral thing on the grape leaf. And then what you can do is, rather than, you know, fiddle around with jump rings and stuff, I think I'm going to just stick it right on here. And what I'm realizing is I should have probably, like, these are supposed to be leaves. I don't think they look like grape leaves, but that's okay. So let's just stick it on here. And maybe I'll do a little, actually, I'm going to do a few more of these leaves because I want the grapes to be centered. So if we go around here and just keep winding around and hope that I don't run out of wire. So we're just going to, this is like very makeshift and very quick. So we're going to just do maybe one more here and twist it around. And then I'm going to bring that around, maybe around here a little more. And then we can add this one here. So to make sure that it stays somewhat centered, maybe I'll just, oh, I could even just go around here or something. We're going to stick it on here. Oop, there we go. And then bring that around. And then it kind of holds in place. So we can play around with the direction of that after, but maybe what I'll do is just twist that one a little bit too. Okay, this is like sculpting with wire. I'm having a lot of fun. Good idea, Mustafa, to do the vine. My leaves are a little wonky, but I certainly like the idea. They're just plastic bead, but they look iridescent. Oh, sorry, this is for, did someone ask about miracle beads? Yes, so they're an acrylic bead, and they look they have a real sheen, a beautiful sheen to them. And the thing about it is because they are plastic, they're very lightweight. Yeah, I love miracle beads so much. They're just really, really fun beads. So I might kind of sharpen up my leaves a little bit after, because grape leaves are not really round like this, but I'm just playing around with this for now just to see, you know, how we can get it to work. Oh, my leaves are getting like too big now, so I should have been alternating. You could get them smaller by actually using your pliers, because when you don't use pliers, things end up being a little bit too large. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'll do one more. You don't have to have the same amount on either side, but maybe we'll do 7 on one side and 8 on the other. So we're going to go around here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yes, nothing ever has to be perfect in life. Yes. When it's imperfect, it's actually more beautiful. So that's good. So here's our little, oh my God, this is cuter than I thought. So there we go. So we're going to go around like this. And what you can do is I find it dangles maybe a little bit too low, but maybe we can twist this a little more. We're going to twist it a little more so it doesn't dangle so much. There we go. So that'll go there. We can play around with which side looks better. That side, maybe that side. So yep, so that's good. So that'll be like that. And then this is going to go around the wine glass. So we're going to bring this, and this is going to go around here. So now we can just make sure that we're going to bring, and this, if it's hanging down too much, just bring this up a little bit more. It's fine. We're going to bring this around. It really looks nice when you have a bit of variety. So like bring it up, bring it down, bring it up, you know, all kinds of things. If this is not in the right place, let's just bring that down. Yeah, I'm just going to twist this around and bring this one up, because to get it positioned properly, you might have to do a little bit of wiggling around. Okay, so it's cool, eh? Yeah, this is like even better than I imagined, but this is still a little bit hanging low. So what we're going to do for that is maybe bring it up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to bring it up here a little bit. Okay, bring this here, because you don't want it like hanging off the wine glass necessarily. And this one too, I'm going to just sculpt it. So yeah, sometimes it's in the finishing touches that it makes it work out. So actually what I'm thinking is I probably should have just attached it to, whoa, sorry guys, I'm off screen. I probably should have attached it to here instead of like low down on this leaf. So what I want to do now is actually bring the leaf up a little bit, because I don't want it hanging too low. So I'm just going to play around with this to make sure that it's going to hang well and not like too much off the glass. And then we're going to bring this around here. So let's sculpt it around, bring it around here. I love the grapes. Thank you. Yeah, so the other tutorial I did was just these grapes. So I'll definitely link that one up below so you guys can have a look, because they're very super easy to make. So now if we bring this here, and I like the ornateness of having the leaves on it too. So yeah, so advice for this would be to maybe just bring this one up a little more, just so it's really not hanging too low. Maybe make the grapes a little smaller, but it's okay. It's hanging off the glass a little bit, so it's all right. So we're going to bring this here, and then we want to do the same thing with the hooks. So let's make a little hook here. We're going to bring this little hook, this little wire, get our round pliers. Could be adapted into lots of stuff. Yes, could definitely do earrings. You could do a pendant with the bunch of grapes and the little vines. Yeah, if you guys make any of these, definitely share pics. Let me know. I love seeing, you know, how some of these designs could be transformed into something else. It's always super cool. So we're going to bring this one to here. Now this wire is a little bit softer. So what you could even maybe do is, maybe I'll actually finish this loop. I'm actually going to finish one side of the loop just to do something a little bit different. So we're just going to twist that around. Okay, we'll twist that around, and I'll just clip it. So we'll have one end that's actually closed, okay, and then this end here will be the hook. So we're going to bring that around, sculpt it, okay, sculpt that around there, and then this end, make sure it's like positioned how you want. This end will be the hook. So we're going to take this off and make the hook here, around here. And let's just keep it simple. I don't have to make like a little round end on it or anything. You can if you want, like we did in the previous one, and just clip it like this. Now, I mean, I guess if you're worried about it coming off, you could even put like a clasp that close on here. But sometimes what you could do is, if you bend this, I've cut it too short now, but if you bend this at a bit of an angle up, okay, and in that case you might have wanted to do like a little loop so it's not sharp. But see, I don't know if you can see it, but I bent it up a little bit. And so if we put it in here, Karen says, good morning. Hey, Karen, good morning. So, and am I missing something? Hi, Cook with Kishna, is your mom on the live stream? I can't even see all the comments, guys. There we go. So hi to all the new people hopping on. And Almond's here. Hi, how are you? So we're going to bring this one in here. We're going to bring this and close it up. There we go. So perfect on there. So yeah, so cook with now how do I pronounce it? Kizchi, is that how you pronounce it? That's Almond's mom. Yeah, so it's, I didn't notice if you popped on the live stream. That's what I get for multitasking. I get a little bit of a brain fog. So there we go. So here is our wine glass with the vine. And if you want, you could even add like more little spirals and stuff. Like say you wanted to add more little spirals to this, you definitely could. So we can remove it. We can go like this. See, it's just going to clip it off, and then we can get more of this wire if you wanted to. So say you want to add more of those little fun little spirals, we can just take this, we can take the wire. It's evening here. Yeah, we're afternoon here. Clarice, that's beautiful, Heather. Thank you. Yeah, it's really fun. Well, that was Mustafa's idea to do the vine, and I really like the way it worked out. So it's super cute. So now if you do like a little, say you want to do more little spirals, I think it just makes it really interesting. So you can add like a little spiral on here. We're just going to bring it in here. And then so it holds in place, we can bring this around, kind of bend it and bring it around. I don't know if this part is necessary, but we're just going to bring it around here. I'm going to bring it around to this side. This might be overkill, but it's all good. Sometimes it's good to try different things. And then if you want to like really hold it in place, wind it around something that's not the same direction. And then that was going to like hold it in place so it doesn't flip back and forth. And then we're going to, there we go. We're going to bring it around and around and around. Perfect. I'm fine. What about you? All good. Yeah, all good here. So we're just going to do a little, just finish this one up. And then I actually have to be on another call at 1, which is like in 1 minute. So guys, we're just going to finish up. And there we go. We've got that there. So these, you can add extra little spirals if you want. And then we're going to pop it back on the wine glass. So that's it. So I'm going to show you what we did today. We did the wine glass holder with the grape. Oh, here, I better bring it down here. It's because the camera's blurry, so you're not going to see. Actually, let me remove it because of the depth of the glass, you're not going to see the pieces very well. They're not going to be very well focused. So we've got the wine, the grapevine with the grapes, we've got joy, and we have cheers. So let me know which is your favorite. I'm going to bring this one, the camera down. No, I won't bring it down. I'll just bring it down like that so you can see a little better. Perfect. So yeah, let me know which is your favorite. Post a picture in the Discord group. I can't go onto Discord right now, but I will check in about an hour if you guys want to hop on Discord and, you know, share pics or just say hello in the Discord group. On the Wednesdays, we go into the post live streams section of the Discord group, and on Saturdays, stay tuned for the Let's Get Wired at 12 noon. Joy with the grapes, vine with the grapes. Cool. Awesome, guys. Yeah, the sky is the limit with this. So let me just flip the screen. There we go. Perfect. And the grapes, of course. Awesome. So sorry to like wire and run, but I do have a call that I have to go on at 1 o'clock. So I will post photos of these actually I'll post them in the Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. I'll post them in the community section and on Discord. I'll put the link quick again for Discord if you guys want to join. If you go into that group this afternoon, you can go into the post live stream section. I will be going in maybe in about an hour. I can't go in right now because I have another call. And Heather, ma'am, I have a surprise for you. Ooh, I love surprises. That's fantastic. So have an amazing afternoon, guys. Hope to see everybody on Saturday at 12 noon Eastern time for Let's Get Wired. I'm going to post the project ASAP in the community section and in Discord. And thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.